What scale was that? If I had to answer in a court of law, I don't think I could tell you, because it's got a minor third and a major third, a ninth or a second, a flatted seventh, a sixth, a flatted fifth, a fourth, a third, and a minor third, and a root. So it's really got a mix. So if we had to break it into a scale, what would it be? I suppose it's kind of a hybrid blues scale, which is cool, to be able to break it down into a specific scale. But I don't think that's the most important thing. The question is, do scales really get us where we need to go? I think you have to go through the scales, or it's a good idea to understand what G major is versus G minor versus G blues or G minor pentatonic or G major pentatonic. I guess that's important, but I think more of just how you attack the instrument and where you get your inspiration is probably more important. And I think I pick up some energy from Chuck Berry and Brian Setzer, Ace Frehley, Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Howlin' Wolf. Who else do I like? I like Dick Dale a little bit. George Harrison, Keith Richards, Ron Wood, Mick Taylor, Brian Jones. A few of those cool guys, John Lennon. Just a few that I probably scrape some licks from. But, how much of scale analysis goes into that? A little bit, but I think it's mostly learning the licks and the attack. Like I had a student who kind of likes to kind of strum like when I'm thinking. So maybe the way you think about it, if you think, Chuck Berry is versus which one is more close? I don't know. But the down-up strumming sometimes, I'm starting to kind of zero in on the way people strum, and I spend a lot of time getting their fretting hand, doing the right notes, but I say the strumming hand is kind of your engine that powers the whole machine. So somehow those have to work together to make it rock, So I guess a little bit of scale work won't hurt, but maybe getting into the essential licks is more important. So like, who are your influences? And that's all I think you can do is pick some influences and dig in deep. Assuming we like rock and roll, I think Chuck Berry would be a reasonable thing to study. Maybe I start students on Johnny B. Good, and they do pretty good with that. Should probably get them on some Hendrix, and who knows what I really don't even know what to pick for an influence to tell people what to do. I don't think that's my job. I think each person should pick out what guitar player or what musician or what songs they think are good to study. Learn that and absorb those characteristics and kind of filter them through your own experiences and make your own style out of your influences. Unless you're just some sort of a genius that can pull it all out of the air, most of us are going to need to lean on probably another guitar player to kind of copy some ideas. And there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. If you're completely original, that's amazing. But most of us are going to need to copy. So, think about your approach. Like, how did they actually attack the instrument? Did they kind of bounce it and swing it, or did they kind of go steady attacking with their pick? Like, one comparison Eddie Angel made when we were doing our lessons was Jerry Lee Lewis on piano, his right hand, the high eighth notes, like it sounds ridiculous, but that actually cuts through a band mix pretty well. If you're playing a gig and you're in a big room and you need to kind of cut through and make your guitar part work out, it's pretty hard to fail doing those steady eighth note downstrokes. It's just going to cut through. It's kind of hypnotic. That's one approach that I kind of borrow once in a while. Just really simple and repetitive licks. That works for me. Versus if I get all try to be intricate, I'm going to probably fall flat on my face. So, you got to find something you have a chance of actually being able to play and execute, and that sounds, something people can relate to, hopefully. All right, that's a ramble, and maybe we can have more discussions on this topic. If this triggers any good ideas from you, let me know. If it makes you mad, let me know. That's okay. All right, well, keep working, and thanks for checking out my channel. We'll see ya.